Hello friends, today we are joined with the Brown family here in Rapid City, and we're going to talk about how their lives have been impacted by Habitat for Humanity.
We used to be really bad alcoholics and we was living in the world and struggling, but back in my hometown in Eagle Beach, South Dakota. But we started going to this Pentecostal church called the Church of God, and I started going 3 times a week for 7 months straight, and that sobered me up and delivered me from the bondage of alcohol. And she was sober. I've been sober for 14 years and 10 months, and hers over 15 years. And we moved to Rapid City just right after we got done with our study, all that church, and then we came to Rapid. This is like our third time living in Rapid. This time we're sober, and we're Pentecostal Christians. So I said I want to start out at the homeless shelter. Don't start at the bottom. So I checked in a veterans homeless shelter, and my wife and my son, he was a 10-month-old boy, and they was in a women and children's shelter. Then from there we moved to my mom helped us. We moved to the South Dakota Rose, and we got on, Section 8. And during those times, I would walk over to the library and try to learn, how to, what could help us to, get ahead in Rapid City. And one of those times I saw Habitat was having a informational meeting. So I went and I found all the things that needs to be done. And so we came home, and to tell the truth, God showed me one time I walked by a church there, then I felt this real powerful feeling of love over me. When I walked by this church, I just felt it was really powerful. And I walked by and said, wow, that's so cool. So I walked back again. And the third time, it was just a powerful feeling. So I was like, somehow I'm going to be in that church. I don't know what that is, And, then later on, I find out when I was reading the paper at home that it's a class for Love Inc. called Financial Freedom. So we went to that, then we found out how to, and I have a bachelor's degree in business back from before I was drinking, but I was learning all kinds of new things, how to do our budgets and how to pay our bills and things like that.
The Browns were able to pay off debts and get their life situation lined up with their goals. They had a big dream of owning their own home.
We wanted to live, in a home, because by then we had a child and we were both sober, and we wanted to raise them in a stable home compared to what we used to live in. We used to live, we lived in, in the back of station wagons, and we lived in tents, and we lived in a shed, and, I guess we even lived in slept in a cardboard box one time when we first met, So we struggled with the alcoholism and homelessness. So we knew that with him coming up, he's small, that he needed a stable home, not going through what we went through.
The family got qualified for a house through the Habitat for Humanity organization. The Browns took financial classes, put in many hours of sweat equity, worked at Restore, and even learned how to do home repairs. Jennifer was also earning her education in a computer science degree. She admits it wasn't easy, but well worth the hard work. The Browns were also motivated from a family support person from Habitat.
It was very unbelievable, but we were very happy that we qualified. Everything we did was worth it in the end. What motivated me to finish the house is my husband and I used to walk in the alleys, look inside like the window at night. You could see the inside somebody's home because the curtains wide open, and they're watching Wheel of Fortune. I was like, I wish one of these days we could have our own house and watch Wheel of Fortune. So tired because of walking around, and we want to just lay our heads down and rest. We lay under a tree and wish we had a roof over our head for security, sanctuary, stability. Motivated me also, as well as my son too.
Brandon was 8 when they moved into the house and remembers it being built.
I saw the second story framework. It's still kind of engraved in my mind today. My future home, and now today, my safe, secure home. It's a lot better, nice, secure housing.
You get your own room?
My own room.
And although he wasn't a part of his parents' previous life choices, he is proud and grateful for where they are now.
Very, very thankful for you guys. Just so you guys do all this just for me.
Yes.
I'm very grateful.
Faith has also played an important part of their journey.
This house is like a church foundation over us, because we study all these scriptures at home. We don't really have to sit in the church, but we get our Bible study here, King James. So this is a solid foundation. God put a solid foundation around us so we can study the Holy Word of God.
Noel plans on paying it forward and blessing others in need.
The point I want to make is people that, have means, you don't have to give everything away to the poor to have treasures in heaven. But you could donate to, like Habitat, to help people, and it's not just like, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's not just like feeding, somebody just one meal, but it's like helping a family for years in the future to have a stable home and their children. Eventually I'm going to, go out and minister and help other people that are struggling with addictions. There's a lot of people out there. And then you might look like there's no hope because, whatever drug it is, meth or alcohol or, all like heroin or the other ones, it might look like it's hopeless, but actually it's not, because Jesus or God could break all addictions. He could break every one of them, With God, all things are possible.